Hey guys, this is Den with D2 Destinations. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special treat. We're going to ride the Goldwing out to the Florida State Fairgrounds, where they happen to be hosting the self-proclaimed world's largest RV and Super Show. And it's going to be an excellent show. They have about 1,500 different RVs out there, and they expect about 80-some thousand people over the course of the show. So let's ride out there and check out what they have. One thing that we're looking for, possibly, is a toy hauler. Why? Well, if you have a Goldwing or any other motorcycle, and you live in Florida or Maine or wherever, and you want to go out west and ride in Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, the Pacific Coast Highway, maybe Colorado. How do you get your bike there? Do you ship it out and then fly? Or do you just ride it out? Most Goldwing riders would say, yeah, you just ride it the whole way. But that's a long ride out and a long ride back to just ride some of the specific areas out there. So a toy hauler that can take the Goldwing plus be your on-the-road hotel the entire time, towable by a quarter-ton pickup, any F-150 or like vehicle. That is what we're going to look for today. But they do have everything from pop-ups to prevos. So come along as we go explore all of the different RVs that they have at the RV SuperShow in Tampa, Florida. All right, here we go through downtown Tampa on the Crosstown Expressway. This is one of the quicker ways to get out to the Florida State Fairgrounds today. As you can see, it's a little cloudy out today, but it is about 70, 71 degrees with a nice cool breeze. So come on along. We're going to have a really, really good time at this show. It's not going to be too hot, but there are going to be quite a few people at this show. As you can see, we're merging onto I-4. I don't really recommend this route unless you absolutely need to take it, but we are going to be on here a very short period of time, taking exit 5, and then here we go into the show.
Quite crowded, as you can see. All the vendors are out serving up their goods, and we have some of the cab overs coming up here on the right. We're going to do a full circuit of this so you can get an idea of what's here today. But here we're going to start with Eddie Bowers. And Eddie Bowers in the house. They're out showing off their wares.
Today I'm doing great.
And even the big dogs are out today. Check out this guy. Holy cow. That is a large dog. Here's the General RV Center with Winnebago. And it looks like they have an assortment of the Mercedes vans. So that's an off-roader if I have ever seen one. And for the cool price of $184,000, that one can be yours. It's a Mercedes 2500 all-wheel drive. More of the adventure style. A lot of these. This one's equipped with dual propane tanks. There's another Winnebago. This is the Echo with a nice awning, plenty of storage in the back. The Ford E450 chassis, similar to the one that we had when we were in Alaska on our tour. We had a Mini Winnie. Boy, they have quite the assortment of smaller drivable RVs here. 189 to 199,000. Take a peek inside here. At 117. This is a Mini Winnie 26. Let's take a look in here. There we go. And now we have the Winnebago buses. Quite a bit larger, quite a bit more expensive at $369,000 for this one. Battery stacks are incredible. The slide out is huge. All the storage down underneath. That is amazing. And this one's only $289. And what would the fare be without some people on stilts? Oh my goodness. Here is a toy hauler, and this one has the big ramp, which is the deck out back with the garage in the back. Now, if you're going to take your motorcycle somewhere, this might be one you would like to consider. Has a slide out. That's a great feature. Give you extra room. This is $116,999. What a configuration. It's called the Fusion. Of course, you're going to need a F350 or something similar to that to tow that thing. We'll look for toy haulers that are able to be towed by just a regular pickup truck like an F-150 or a Chevy Silverado. They should be around here somewhere. These are the fifth wheels. This one's a little less expensive at $89,900. Give you an idea of the garage areas in here. You've got the fold down couches, the beds up top, and that's plenty of storage to store a Goldwing or a couple bikes for that matter. 3/4 ton pickup truck required on that one. Still in search of that 1/4 ton toy hauler that'll fit a Goldwing. So let's keep an eye out for that. We'll keep searching. There's a lot of people here today, and it's going to be a hunt, I think, to find exactly what we're looking for as far as transporting a motorcycle. But no matter what you want in an RV, they have it here. Whether it's the big drivable buses like we're going through right now, fifth wheels, towables, and small campers you can fit behind just about any SUV. Those are at the entrance, and maybe I'll go ahead and put those on here so you can see those right before we leave today. Okay, now we have a bird's eye perspective of what's been going on here at the RV show. It's going to walk down one of the main aisles here, and you can see there are a ton of RVs here today. We're going to try and cover some of these. You may see something you like along the way here, but this is really one of the best ways to see just about everything available on the RV market because they are here. The Newmar. There's a Dutch Star in here. There's a lot of big rigs. So if you're in the mood for checking out one of the big drivable buses, I think this is the section you should be in. The Dutch Star with a diesel, and it's only $593,707. We'll take a quick peek up in here. And that is a beautiful coach. Plenty of storage with these. And I think if you're in a position where you can go full-time RVing, this would be the way to go. You can see they're quite a bit pricier than some of the trailers that we've been looking at.
And here we have the Outback, and this is one of the first toy haulers that we've seen that can be towed with a regular pickup truck. It's less than 8,000 pounds, and it has a side entry for the motorcycle. So all you do is bring it right up this ramp, and there are your tie downs. Of course, there's an extra bunk in there that's a fold away. But then you have the rest of the inside. It's a little different in the rest of the toy haulers because this one has the motorcycle ramp in the front. But it has a lot of amenities like the stove, the microwave, a full-size sink, refrigerator, and this might be an alternative if you want to take your Goldwing across the entire country and camp along the way. Good-sized bathroom and a really good-sized bed. And this is called the Outback Luxury Edition by Keystone RV. Certainly a great alternative. Here we have another backloading toy hauler where you can tie your rig inside. It's basically the kitchen, but there's plenty of tie downs in there. This one's a little bit smaller with an awning, but you have your bedroom up in the front of this one. This is the Raptor, and the Raptor has two different size series. This one's a 29-footer for about $265 a month. And on the interior, I'm going to step up here in just a second. You can see it has a kitchen and the bed is up at the top there. That comes down once you get the motorcycles out. And it's quite a compact area once that door comes up and the ramp comes up to seal the back. But on the inside, if we turn around here, you'll see it does have a sink, a microwave, stove, and a refrigerator. Moving down the hallway towards the front of the trailer on the left-hand side, there's a full-size bath, complete with a very nice size shower. And then at the very front of the trailer is a very large bed with room on both sides with nice cabinets. So this might not be a bad alternative if you wanted to take your motorcycle thousands and thousands of miles across the country. So keep the Raptor Carbon Series in mind if you want to tow your motorcycle across the country with a quarter-ton pickup. And right in front of that, we have one that's actually a foot longer from the same company with plenty of tie-down room in the back with nice seats. And this one is a little bit more expensive, but it is a foot longer, giving you a little more flexibility on the room inside. This one weighs in at 7,600 pounds with a carrying capacity of an additional 3,600 pounds and 30 feet in length. So there you have it, a couple of Raptors that just might fit the bill. One 30-footer and a little less expensive 29-footer. But if you have a Super Duty 350, then you might want to step up to this rig, which is a fifth wheel. And the fifth wheel is considerably heavier and larger than the other two models from Raptor that we have just looked at. The fifth wheel Raptors are significantly heavier at over 14,000 pounds. So if you have a much larger truck or a dually, maybe this is more your speed. At just $1 short of $100,000. Plenty of selections here. What a day to spend at the Florida State Fairgrounds with all of these different choices. You could really spend a lot of time talking to all the different salespeople here and all the different features of all of these toy haulers. So if you're in Tampa in January, come on out to the Florida State Fairgrounds for the annual RV show. You're bound to find something out here that will fit you. This guy did. It's sold. Now here's the interior of another one of the models. You can see the bed up overhead right there, as well as a very nice bedroom area up in the front. This particular model has quite a large bed up here and a full-size bathroom. So no matter what you're looking for, you might just find the exact thing you need here at the Florida State Fairgrounds. This model is called a Hyperlight, and it has a terrific amount of space in the back for a tie-down of at least one motorcycle. But let's take a look inside of this one. I think you're going to be surprised in the amount of space that this one actually has, and at a very reasonable price. $64,000 gets you quite a bit of rig. Check this out. From the back, you can see walking in towards the front of the rig a very nice kitchen area, a fireplace, a television, along with a nice stove, microwave, a relatively large shower area and bathroom. And this is the part I really like on this one. In the front, you have this very nice walk-around bed. Looks like it'd be very comfortable for several nights or weeks on the road. Again, this one is called the Hyperlight, and I think this would make a really, really nice, relatively inexpensive rig if you wanted to take your motorcycle all the way across the country. As you can see, there are quite an assortment of toy haulers here at the fairgrounds today. Now, if you want something else, they have plenty of that as well, whether it's the Class A's, the cab overs, the fifth wheels, anything you want or need, you can find here today at the RV and SuperShow. Now, let's take a look at some of these buses on the left and, of course, some of the smaller rigs on the right. It's a pretty crowded day because the weather is so nice and cool today, and the number of rigs that they have here. It's supposed to be over 1,500. And look at this as an off-road explorer. This might be something that you want to take on safari or something. This thing is absolutely incredible. The Accolade XT at $239,000. Of course, there are smaller rigs like Mercedes, other off-road capable rigs that you can go exploring about anywhere you want to go, or take the big bus. It's entirely up to you. Cab overs are here. Everything is here. Whatever you think you might need, come on down to the Super Show at the Florida State Fairgrounds and find the exact rig you need. Now we have the higher dollar paint jobs on some of these Class A motorhomes. These paint jobs are just meticulous with the amount of shadowing that they do, the different colors that they use. These things will really stand out on the road. Anywhere between Florida to California or wherever you decide to take these will stand out because they are absolutely phenomenal. Here we are at the intersection between the smaller rigs and the bigger rigs. And as far as you can see, there is something to look at. The amount of ground that you will cover while you are here is extraordinary. So make sure you're wearing some comfortable shoes. And if you're looking for something a little less expensive, here you go. $27,000 for a relatively small pull behind. Now, any pickup truck or moderately sized SUV could take this on the road. If that's what you're looking for, like I said, they have everything here at the show. Now, look at this monster. If you are going to go off-road on safari or something, this is your off-road vehicle. This is incredible. With the huge spare tire out back, they have a couple different models of these off-road rigs, and this is from Storyteller. So if you want to go way off the grid, this is the type of vehicle you can have with even the smaller ones over there. Storyteller, check them out. And here we are back to some of the smaller toy haulers. This is with ATC. Has a really nice area out back as a picnic area, but it is relatively small. On the inside, you see the tie downs here, and the bed is overhead. It can be lowered once you have the motorcycle out, but there is a small kitchen up front, but this is a much more cost-effective way to take your motorcycle all the way across the country. But you have to take the bike out before you lower that bed. So that's the entire living area for $61,000. This one has the blacked out treatment with the gray exterior, or you can get it in the lighter color. Being from Florida, of course, we're going to opt for the lighter color to keep it cooler in the summertime, but there is one heck of a selection here at ATC. They have the modular catalog, which you can get furniture and everything else to go with as added-on accessories. So if you like the bigger rigs, they also have the fifth wheel. From ATC, check them out. This is why you want an ATC. The welded construction, excellent value, and the capacity is far superior to a lot of the others. Here's another alternative. Just put the camper on the back of a Ford F550. Now that's a monster. If you have a smaller tow vehicle, you might want to check out some of these Rove lights. Extremely light and really good camping for at least 2 people. Check out the Rove light. Inexpensive way to see and tour the country, but no space for your motorcycle in these. And some people come out here just to clown around, like these guys. Only at the RV SuperShow. And now it's time for some lunch, so get in line. They have a lot of selection here, but it's going to take you a couple of minutes. Let's go inside where we have the Airstreams. Now, if you're looking for an Airstream, I would suggest you come to this Super Show because they have more Airstreams on site than I've seen almost at any other show. Beautiful construction, as you guys know if you've looked into the Airstreams. High quality, gonna last you probably a lifetime, or the rest of our lives anyways, if you're over 50. So here we go. There are a ton of Airstreams to check out at the show with multiple price ranges from the shorter models all the way up to some of the big 30-footers. I wasn't kidding. Look at all these Airstreams. This is another section right around the corner from where we just were. But as you walk down this aisle, about every model they make, I think, was represented here at this show. So if you're looking for an Airstream, come on down to the Florida SuperShow. They have the widest selection I have ever seen, located all in one place. From pop-ups to Prevost, here we are at Prevost. They are celebrating 100 years of manufacturing their tremendous vehicles, Class A buses, and wow, what a way to go. Okay, back outside for a little aerial view of even more fifth wheels and trailers that you can tow behind almost any vehicle on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, of course, you're going to need at least a Super Duty, a F-350 of some sort, but there's all price ranges here at the show, anywhere from 20-some thousand up to over $500,000, and then of course the Prevost, that's a whole different category. But there's plenty of food on site, a good time for the whole family out here at the RV SuperShow. We saw the Prevost. Now it's time for the pop-ups. These tiny little trailers can be towed with just about anything, and they fold down nicely for neat storage, even in a smaller garage. So if you want to find anything from a pop-up to a Prevost, come on out to the SuperShow. Take a catalog on the way out, and don't forget to register to win this trailer. Well, this has been an excellent day. The Goldwing is here. I told you this was excellent parking right up front. You don't have to worry about all those cars. If you bring a motorcycle, park right here at gate 2.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed that. And now we're going to venture on out of here. It's been a few more bikes that have shown up during the day. But if you're coming out, this is the way to do it. Nice cars parked up front here. If you bring a car, good luck, because there is just a tremendous number of cars here today. So not sure exactly where you would get parking, but I imagine it's way out back here somewhere. And here we go, exiting the state fairgrounds. We're gonna get up here and get on I-4 just for a little bit, head back towards Tampa. But thanks for coming along today, guys. I think that was a great trip. Good to see some of the incredible new RVs that are available. It's just amazing. Every year they come out with new things, it seems, but they've done a really nice job with some of those toy haulers. And if you plan on taking your Goldwing 3,000 miles across the country, that might be one way to do it, unless you want to ride and go to the hotels and ride and go to the hotels and all that, but that's certainly up to you. Entering I-4 corridor. Not my favorite road in the Tampa Bay area. And as I've told you in the past, I think you really want to avoid this as much as you possibly can, because it's just not a pleasant road to travel on. There's just always a lot going on with people coming over, trying to cut you off, and just being royal idiots. So I would say if you can get to the fairgrounds another way, do that. Because riding on I-4 is just not the greatest thing in the world to do. But we're gonna stay here in the middle lane, watching with our head on a swivel, trying to make sure that everybody stays away from us as far as possible. Yeah, one of the things I was thinking is I want to ride my Goldwing up the Pacific Coast Highway, and I can ship it out there and get a hotel. That's one idea. I could ride it all the way out and then stay at hotels along the way, and then ride it all the way back. But unfortunately, I don't think I have enough time right now to do a trip like that on the motorcycle each day. So if I was to do something like that, I would certainly grab a toy hauler and take it on out. I think that's definitely the way to approach going out there. But some of you guys, I know you're diehards, you're gonna say, you can't trailer a Goldwing. I know. But in some cases, it does make sense. Even if you want to go up to the North Carolina mountains for a while, take your trailer with you. You always have a place, which is extraordinary. You can pop into the different camping grounds and not worry about too much of fighting for a hotel. Looks like we got some people pulled over here for, oh, not good. But it's an option. So I wanted to explore that for you guys today. I wanted to show you some of the things that are available. And we're on the 618 heading back into Tampa. You can see it's been a cloudy day all day today, but the threat of rain is just not there today. That's coming tomorrow as a front comes in, and we're going to experience some of the coldest weather we've seen down here in, they're saying decades. It actually has a chance of snowing, believe it or not, this coming week in Tallahassee. So it's they're not projecting any snow down here in Tampa, but that's the reason I left the Northeast years ago, so I didn't have to shovel anymore. Love living here in Tampa, but it is growing like leaps and bounds, and the RV show is extremely popular because of the nice days that we have here in January. It's about 70 degrees today, overcast, really pleasant to be outside looking at all of the RVs, and they put on a great show each and every single year. So if you get a chance, come on down to Tampa for the RV show. If you're in the market, you're going to find something that you like, because they have just about absolutely everything available at that show. I wanted to focus on the smaller toy haulers, just so anybody could really get one of those and use it. If you have a quarter-ton pickup truck, a lot of guys do. It's really easy to transport things that way. All right, guys, we're going to call this one a wrap, and we will see you next time on D2 Destinations.
Well, that was a lot of fun out at the show today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have a favorite of one of the RVs that you saw today, put it in the comments down below and let me know your thoughts. If you're going to take your motorcycle all the way across the country, how are you going to do it? You going to ship it, or are you going to take it in a toy hauler? Let us know. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time on D2 Destinations. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.